Hello, everyone. Do one last minute and we'll start. Thank you for the thumbs up.
Hi, Hilda and Vicky. It's great to see you.
Right, I think we're going to start. We're going to be just admitting people as we go. So hello, everyone. My name is Ola. I'm a Junior Brand Manager of Maskology. Welcome to our LED Light Therapy Education webinar with Jane Saint, our national educator who will also demonstrate the maskology LED mask. First of all, just want to let everyone know that the webinar is recorded. We will be sending the recording to all attendees tomorrow. First of all, I'd like to walk you through the webinar agenda. For the first 5 minutes, I'll give you a quick Q&A tutorial, and then I'll pass it to Jane to introduce herself and go through the LED therapy education plus LED mask demonstration. At the end of the webinar, we will host a Q&A session when you can ask any questions regarding LED and maskology. So how can you ask questions? Simply find the triangle, square, and circle icon at the bottom right corner of your screen. Once you click it, it will give you 3 options. So please click the Q&A one. Then at the bottom right corner, please click the Ask a Question. Have the option to ask a question. And I'm just going to admit more people. Hello. You're going to have opportunity to ask questions anonymously, should you wish. But also, please feel free to ask the questions during the webinar, as we'll just pick these up later at the end. So thank you all, and I will now pass to Jane.
Hello, everybody. Thank you so much for joining us this evening. I'm very honoured this evening because I'm actually with our marketing massive. I have Ant, who is our head of marketing, and you've already met Ola. And I couldn't do this kind of stuff without them because I'm rubbish at technical like this. So thank you guys for all your hard work. So, as Ola said, I'm going to talk you through an introduction to the Photon LED Light Therapy Facial Mask. I'm also going to carry out a demonstration. We'll look at the physical mask. We will also look at what the relevant light therapies do. As you know, this is a 5-in-1 device, so we can now we can now treat a lot more skincare concerns than we ever have been able to. First of all, let's have a little look at the mask itself. So the mask comes in a box like so. It will give you a complete overview of what the light therapies do initially. It will also show you, tell you what's in the box at the bottom there. So let's have a closer look. If I have an able assistant here that's passing me things as we speak. So the mask itself is medical grade silicone. It comes with comfortable eye shields because obviously it's light therapy. We need to protect the eyes. It also comes with adjustable Velcro head straps, a rechargeable remote hand controller. That's very, very key. And basically, we have 64% more LED bulbs in our face mask than a lot of our competitors. You'll see this little total at the bottom here, 432 LEDs. This is because we have 108 bulbs, but each bulb has got 4 lights attached to it. So we are now able to provide maximum intensity on the surface of the skin. Okay, next slide, please. How does light therapy work? For those of you that have not come across light therapy before, the easiest way for me to explain it is light therapy works on a series of light waves. And as you'll see from the diagram on the right-hand side, each colour works at a different length. so that it will activate and stimulate something different on the surface of the skin. It's non-invasive, it's chemical-free, it's a painless and very safe method of skincare conditioning. So when the light enters the skin, it causes what we call intracellular activity or intracellular energy. This really does kickstart a photochemical and enzymatic action or reaction in the cells at the lower levels. It will trigger collagen production, glycoproteins, and will also stimulate cellular renewal. So we can now treat everything from anti-aging to acne to skin brightening. So many uses for this mask. Let's have a closer look. All of the light waves are actually measured in nanomillimeters. So wherever you see on any documentation, nanomillimeters, that's the depth that the light wave will actually travel into the surface of the skin. Now, this is all documented, and it's one of the things that we can be certain about. This is a measurable therapy. If you have any concerns, please Google LED light therapy. The data and the documentation is out there widely. So looking at our red light, this is the one that our clients and our customers are more widely used to seeing. It is a classic anti-aging treatment. It will really help to stimulate the collagen and the glycoproteins, stimulating the cellular renewal, and obviously bringing oxygenized blood to the surface of the skins and to basically oxygenize the cells, so that over time we can minimize the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles. Now you'll see on each slide for each light color, we've actually included the length of the light wave, the optimal treatment time, and our complementing formulas. So whether you want to include this as a standalone treatment or whether you want to include this as a facial treatment. Next, we have the beautiful healing blue light. Not only does it target acne, because blue light has an amazing way of reducing redness in the skin, but it primarily kills bacteria on the surface of the skin. So this is for any form of breakout, any form of acne, but it's also incredible for forms of eczema, psoriasis, dermatitis, anything where the surface of the skin has been compromised. Okay, thank you. Yellow light. This for me has been massively exciting. I grew up by the sea and I'm in my late 50s. So when I was a child, sunscreen wasn't a thing. So we used to spend all day, every day on the beach in the school holidays without sun care. Now, I don't know if you can see the detail from here, but you can see I'm completely covered in freckles. I've got pigmentation. I've got a big patch of sun damage there. I've been trialing the yellow light for 4 months now, and obviously I'm very lucky. I have a mask at my disposal, and I'm in a hotel all night, you know, all day, every day, not all day, every day, but every night of the week, shall we say. So I've had a chance to trial this, and what it's done for me, we know we can't get rid of pigmentation on the surface of the skin once it's up to the surface and it's damaged. But what we can do with the yellow light is actually minimize the appearance. The yellow light will actually blast the pigmentation so that it fragments. So over time, we get a much brighter, clearer looking skin. But what it will also do is help to slow up the production of any more pigmentation coming up to the surface. Aha, this is our superpower, the near infrared light. Near infrared is part of the red family, so it does exactly what the red light does, but it actually does so much more. This is the one that will actually help to tighten any large open pores on the surface of the skin. It's also incredible for working on old acne scarring, or any scarring, come to that. So it is very, very progressive, but over a period of time, you will really see a difference. It will take the reddening out of old scarring and just completely minimize the effects. It refines the surface of the skin. So lastly, our purple light. The purple light is, how do we make the color purple? It's a combination of blue and red together, or red and blue. The red light obviously is anti-aging, as we discussed previously, so it stimulates collagen production, but the blue light is the antibacterial. So it's perfect for those ladies that are maybe going through menopause, that may be presenting with acne rosacea. You know, when we go through menopause, our skins can sometimes revert back to being teenagers, but worse. And we find it really, really difficult to control that kind of skin. So with the purple light, we can use this safely. But it's also very relevant in today's aesthetics market, because this can be used after, or used to aid any sort of treatments like microneedling or dermarolling, anything that helps to stimulate collagen production or collagen banking. So this can actually be utilized after an aesthetic treatment to actually counteract any reddening on the skin and kill off any bacteria that we may have included on, you know, on the skin during the treatment itself. So product features, we've just listed just, you know, an easy to read guide for you there. Obviously it's very effective. This is a 5-in-1 light therapy device. Multi-purpose, can be used as a standalone, it can be used as incorporated into a facial treatment, and it can be used for any skin concern. We mentioned before, it's very safe, it's non-invasive, and also it's very portable, it's super comfortable, it's a time and a cost saver because there's no downtime. It's also customizable, so you can utilize any skincare brand. But don't forget, guys, the most important thing is it only costs $165 plus VAT, and you can buy it from Just Care. You can buy it online, or you can actually phone and speak to one of the customer service team. They'd be very, very happy to help you. This is the exciting part. Sorry, hate to talk money. The revenue potential. We have, well, Ola, bless her, did a complete poll across the UK of what salons, mobiles, clinics are actually charging per treatment as an add-on or a standalone treatment. And it was quite astounding. So if you're paying 165 plus VAT, brings it to just under £200. So it is a professional piece of kit. It comes with a 1-year warranty. And also it's, so, you know, you come with education, you come with our customer service backup. Basically, if you were to buy this today from Just Care, even if you did 2 treatments per day, you'll see here we've put a guide in of between £30 and £60. Some clinics we know are charging £85. So if you were to do 2 treatments per day for the next week, look at the table here, look at the revenue that you could actually generate. You would have actually paid for that mask within 1 week, even being at the lower end. But obviously you guys know your clients better than anybody. Just charge what you feel comfortable for charging. I would recommend you do some research in your local area, excuse me, and, you know, make yourselves affordable. Don't push yourself out of the market, but it is an amazing way to upsell any treatment. So this leads me nicely onto We are super lucky. Come take a seat, my love. You'll see on the pictures here, this is the man himself. Let me move you this way because you've got the light shining on you. Sorry, we're just moving, shifting around a bit. So we've got some before and after pictures here. So this is Anthony. He is our head of marketing, and he's right here with me now. And next to him, we have Abby, who is based in Australia. And I think Abs is watching. If you are, Abby, hello. Now, you've got some before and after pictures there. You can read the detail underneath. But what I'd really like to do now is actually show you and demonstrate the physical mask itself and how we put it together, how we pop it on the face. So let's have a little look. We've put together, again, another really super easy guide for you. In the box, you will have all of your components that you need. So we have our lovely flexible silicone face mask that we know is super comfortable. So Anthony's going to hold that for me. We then have our adjustable Velcro head straps. And this really is simple, guys, honestly. So get it around the right way, Jane, come on. So they slot through and just Velcro together. So that's one. Thank you. It's nice having an assistant.
I'm here all week.
I normally have to do this by myself and do a talk and demonstration, and then the guys wonder why I can't get any photographs to back it up with. Okay, so they're in nicely. We then also have our little protector eye shields. Now, basically, they come with a left, I don't know if you can see that, yeah, a left and a right. Sorry, I'm not very good at this. I told you I wasn't very good at technical. And there is a specific way we need to put these into the mask. Now, if you can see, there's a little ridge there. Now, this is the left-hand side. The ridge will basically sit in the well under the eye. If you put it in upside down and put it on the eyebrow, it's quite uncomfortable for the client. So just make sure that you've actually got it in the right way round. So if you can turn around from here, that's lovely. And these literally just pop into a little eye socket, like so. There we go. So they're in nicely. We also have in the box a full set of instructions. Sorry, we're just adjusting the lights. We've got the sun coming in as well, which is amazing.
Pleasant surprise.
Pleasant surprise. So there's a full instruction leaflet there for you. It comes with its own carry case, so you don't have to, sorry, branded carry case. There we go. So you don't have to cut box around with you if you are on the move, if you're mobile. More importantly, this is the important part. We've created this so that everybody can utilize the mask and the therapy, including mobile therapists. It comes with its own USB-C charger. I actually put mine in the car to recharge my handset while I'm in between appointments. Now, this is the handset itself, and it couldn't be easier. We have two buttons here. So first of all, you have to make sure before you use it that the handset is fully charged. This could take 2.5 hours, we recommend, for the first use. Okay. So using the Velcro bands, we've obviously popped the straps on the side. We've popped in the little iPods. And then literally we're going to plug in the cable that's attached to the mask onto the handset. Hugely important to remember, we advise that you utilize your LED facial therapy onto clean, dry skin. Now, the reason for this is because it's LED therapy. And what happens when we have our gel nails done? We use an LED lamp. So what does that do to the product? It actually cures onto the nail plate. So we do not want any moisturizer, makeup, product of any form being cured onto the surface of the skin. So this is why we always do it on clean skin. And that's quite important in a key to caring for your mask afterwards that we'll touch on. So let's pop it on for Anthony. Okay, I like to pop it on, and then if we turn the head back, Anthony, that's it. You'll see that it's literally Velcro fastener just at the back of the head there. Okay, turn for me. Whoa. So at this point, the client may want to adjust to make the mask more comfortable. Just to bear in mind, guys, it is more comfortable for the client if the head is slightly laid back or if they're reclined completely. I mean, it's really, how does it feel for you?
Yeah, it feels fine. It's really
fine.
comfortable.
Yeah, because it's that soft, gentle silicone underneath. Bear in mind, the client won't feel any heat or they shouldn't feel any sensation. Sometimes there may be a little bit of tingling where it's stimulating the cellular renewal. But generally speaking, the client won't feel anything. So that's why we say there's no downtime. So what we're going to do is, top button is your on-off button. Press and hold for 2 seconds, and you'll automatically see the mask come on. I don't know if, can you see the red light? Yeah, you can just see the shine and the halo of the red light there. Your top button is the controller for all of the colors. So if we click through, there's the blue light, there's the yellow light. Now the near infrared, we can't see with the naked eye because it works on the highest frequency. So it enters the body at a much deeper level. But I will show you afterwards, when we take the mask off, I will show you a quick way that you can demonstrate to your client that the mask is actually working, and it's qualification for yourselves as well. But basically on the controller panel here, you've got your battery charge, you've got which program it's on, and you've also got your minutes. So lastly, the last light is our purple light. So as we know, that's a mixture of the red and blue. So let's talk minutes. The bottom button has an M. I like to think of that as a minutes button. When you switch the handset on, it naturally comes on to 10 minutes. We also have a timer built in, so it will cut itself off after 10 minutes. But if we click the bottom one, we can switch to 20 or to 30. Now, this is because we may have more than one skincare concern. And now, remember, there are 5 lights in this device. You can safely have up to 30 minutes of LED light therapy per day. So we can mix things up a bit, depending on what you think your client's concerns are, or what your client thinks their concerns are. You can have 10 minutes of one therapy, you can have 20 minutes of another. As long as you don't exceed the 30 minutes, it's all perfectly safe. So literally, all we do to turn the device off is hold down for 2 seconds again, and the lights disappeared. So thank you, Ant. What I'm going to do is take the mask off, and I'm going to show you with an easy way with a mobile phone camera to show you that the near infrared is actually working. So I'm just going to switch it back on a minute. There we go. So we literally undo the mask. Thank you, Anthony. That's amazing. Now then, let me switch up. Right, so I have my near infrared on. Now, actually, Volo, could you hover? It might be easier for you to hover. I don't know if you can pick up. There's like, yes, can see them. Little pinky lights. That shows you that the near infrared is actually working. Thanks, Ola. That's amazing. So then all you would do is continue with a finishing product, or continue with your facial after you've taken the mask off. Okay. So let's look at some of the questions that we've been asked along the way, obviously since launching. and it may help to dispel a few questions that you may have. But as we've mentioned before, please do feel free to ask anything. If I don't know the answer, or if one of us doesn't know the answer to your question, please be sure that we will come back to you directly by email. We'll go away and find the answer, because, you know, I've been in the industry a long time, but I'm not a complete oracle. You know, there is always things that I'm learning along the way. So I do love to have questions. I'm just going to have a quick slurp of water, if you don't mind. Cheers. So one of the biggest questions we were asked, and I didn't know, but it really is quite obvious. Why does my battery run out of charge on the handset quicker on some days? This is generally down to which light therapy is being used. The red and the near red LED light settings, because they travel the furthest into the skin, they utilize more energy, so they tend to zap the charge a bit quicker than the other light settings. So that's that in a nutshell, really. How do I clean my LED mask? Because we put it onto clean skin, you won't have any residual debris on the surface of the mask from makeup, moisturizer, oils, skincare products in general. So all we do is literally use an antibacterial alcohol-free wipe to clean the mask between use. And as we mentioned before, you can pop the iPods out. They can be washed with a sanitizing fluid, liquid wash, and dried easily. And then, you know, after a few uses, you may want to actually wash the Velcro straps. So they can be hand washed as well and just left towel dried. Can LED therapy be used alongside aesthetic procedures? Yes, indeed. And we know that if somebody is having aesthetic procedures like microneedling, derma rolling, plus using great skincare and having LED treatments, the actual effects of the LED are amplified. So again, the way you would utilize the LED within this scenario is you would go through cleansing of the skin. You would then do the microneedling or derma rolling, anything that is collagen inducing. Then you would put the LED mask on. As we mentioned, you know, you can use the purple light to calm down any reddening, but also super stimulate the collagen production. And then you would just finish with a finishing product. Generally speaking, it would be something like hyaluronic acid, but obviously you're the experts. We would leave it to your decision to work on your client's skin and recommend the correct product afterwards. Will the LED face mask help with acne? I have had incredible results with teenage skin, that's teenage boys that are pre-shave, that have chronic acne, that's red, angry, pustulous, uncomfortable. And just from a confidence perspective, you know, if we can help with light therapy rather than giving our children tablet form or steroid creams on the surface of the skin, then for me, this has to be a bonus. The blue light therapy will reduce the reddening and it will kill the bacteria on the surface of the skin. Just another use in everyday life that people aren't aware of. Since COVID, we have had an awful lot more in public spaces, public areas like public toilets, supermarkets, petrol stations, blue light hand dryers. Now, next time you go into one, you'll think, oh yeah, it's because blue light kills bacteria. Okay. Can you use an LED face mask with retinol? Yes, you can. However, bearing in mind it's not, we don't produce harmful UV rays because LED is a totally different light therapy. Any light therapy can produce reactions after retinol use, so can create some sensitivity. So just be careful. You know, everything that we say with retinol, use an SPF. Maybe only use a retinol product in the evening helps. However, what I would do is use LED light therapy first and then put something like a retinol serum on afterwards. Okay. We've covered this slightly. Is it safe to use LED light therapy for 30 minutes per day, every day? Yes, it is. Bearing in mind, people won't always have 30 minutes to use it every day, but it is perfectly safe. So as long as you don't exceed your 30 minutes, as we said before, just switch it up. You know, if you've got more than one concern, use 10 minutes, use 20 minutes. But basically, look at the severity of the condition that you're treating and treat it accordingly. Consistency is the key, and you will see really great results within a 2-week span if it's used consistently. We've also just put together for you a quick list of specifications. It's, you know, all your things like what it's made of, number of LEDs, is it waterproof, there's the warranty on there. So that's really just for your personal information. Okay, I'll pass you back to Ola.
Lovely. Thank you so much, Jane. This was amazing. So now is the Q&A time. Please find the triangle, square, and circle icon. Click Q&A and click Ask Question if you have any questions at all. And then Jane will be able to answer them all for you.
I think Ola might read them out for me. Yeah.
I've got one question. How long will it take to see the results?
Very, very good question. It's just we're getting the lights and the sun's moving around. It's lovely, and we've got this gorgeous goldfish behind us on the wall, which I don't know if you can see. This is a very good question because the results will differ for everybody. It's really determined by the age of the skin, whether there are any other treatments being used, and what skincare is being used. As I mentioned before, it's an amazing treatment to have as a standalone, but if it's combined with that whole 360 approach, somebody will see results a lot more effectively. This has taken me 4 months, seriously, to actually break down the pigmentation, but it was quite bad. Generally speaking, if we can get somebody in the chair or on the couch 3 times a week for up to 20 minutes per session, within 2 weeks, they will really start to see a difference. The quickest one, however, is the blue light that I've experienced using on my own clients. They really have, it has reduced the reddening and taken the irritation out of an acne skin.
Okay, we've got another question here. Should you be exfoliating before or after LED portion of your facial? Would it increase light sensitivity exfoliating before?
Okay, really good question. You can go through the 2-phase cleanse before you use an LED, as long as the exfoliation isn't too abrasive on the surface of the skin. However, if your client does present with reddening, then you know they have like touch sensitivity or any form of reddening, high color erythema coming up to the surface of the skin, then you will know with that client maybe not to exfoliate. But generally speaking, it shouldn't have any effect at all, because remember, we can switch up the minutes. So if they're showing any reddening or sensitivity, we can introduce the blue light. So you could do 10 minutes of blue light before moving on to a prescribed colour.
I've got another question here. How much is it again?
Sorry, guys. It's £165 plus VAT. And obviously available from Just Care, and it's so easy. The team are amazing there. You can pick up the phone and speak to a real person, or you can order online.
Okay. Has anyone got any more questions? Just a reminder, triangle, square, and circle icon, then click Q&A and ask question. We're here for you. Give it a second. You must have covered it all.
Wow. Okay, we'll give you just a few more seconds. Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Can you retail the mask itself? You can retail the mask itself, and it's entirely up to you what you retail it for. There's no reason, as long as you are educating your clients. Remember, this is a professional piece of equipment, and as long as they have an understanding and you're happy for them to be able to utilize this product at home with your guidance, it's entirely up to yourself.
Lovely. Right, any more questions? We've still got time. We've got plenty of time left. So please ask your questions in the Q&A section. Any questions can be about maskology as well. If you've got any questions at all about the brand, about the products.
About skincare, about the
skincare.
serums. As you've seen on the slides, we've also put associated products that you can utilize with each different light therapy. Ola's got the sun right across her face there. Sorry, do you want me to move
We
round?
can probably move
Let's
a
move
little bit.
round. Sorry, let's just move round.
That's probably better.
There we
Oh,
go.
lovely. Ta-da. Oh, lovely. We've got another question here. Which serum would you use after red light?
Oh gosh, so red light is a collagen stimulating, so it's our anti-ager. So there are a couple of serums actually. My personal favorite would be retinol, but bearing in mind what we said before, use it in the evening, always use an SPF because all retinols react with the sun. However, we have most of our products actually are anti-aging. So depending on whether there are any other skincare concerns, we can switch it up. Okay.
We had a question.
We did. It
Yeah, but it was a question
Oh.
about our skin analysis device. Did you want to?
Oh, the skin analysis device.
Yes.
Hold it right there. I've got it in my handbag.
Lovely. We've still got time, so we can cover that a little bit as well.
And funnily enough, this is hot off the press. I've managed to get my hands on this today for the first time. Look, it's that new. I've got to break the seal. That's interesting. It's
Yes.
very exciting.
Very exciting and
I
a
know.
great new device to be added to the range.
Sorry, guys. Packaging. Can't get into it. There we go.
There you go. So the name is a skin analysis device.
There we go. And it looks like a pen. It is the most incredible technology and is going to help you upsell
Going to expose my dry skin.
treatments and products to your clients because it's a visual qualification, it's a physical data reading, and it is super easy to use. So here we go. This is the device. Okie dokie. Comes with a battery. It's battery operated. And it also has a reading guide for you. Now, basically, this little thing measures your oil and hydration levels within the skin. And we don't just use it on the face. We can actually use it everywhere on the body. Now, it's a consultation aid. So it's brilliant. If you were to have a client through the door for the first time, on a clean skin, you could do a skin analysis for her first to visually show her what her oil and hydration readings are. So literally, you'll see it's at the end of the pen, you've got two little probes. Bing. We also have a little on-off switch, and what you'll see, can you see that? I've just pressed that once and it's flashing. So it's now ready for me to take a reading. It's a 3-second reading. I'm just going to go onto the side of Ola's face. Ding, I'm going to hold it in. When the reading stops flashing, or sorry, the guide stops flashing, it will give me, bars of oil and percentage hydration. Bearing in mind, Ola does have makeup on, so that's going to affect, it's going to dehydrate skin a little bit further. So I'm going to give Ola the reading card, but basically what we want to achieve is normal in both categories. Anything each side of that, we can correct using the correct therapies and the correct skincare. So what are you? You are 2 bars of oil and 28%.
So it looks like I am dehydrated, which is actually the case. I haven't drunk much water
Water
today.
today.
I think that probably has a big impact on it too.
It does indeed.
I haven't used my moisturizer today either. No,
You haven't used your moisturizer today.
I have used my SPF though.
Okay.
And then my oil level guide says medium.
Medium.
So I'm nearly there.
I would expect Ola's skin to be medium because she's younger. However, you know, that's not a standard rule of thumb, but I know Ola's skin because I've been working with it for a few years now. So automatically for me, that will give me a guide to what products or which products to introduce during a treatment, but then also to upsell to her after that treatment. So the next time Ola comes in to see me, we will repeat, obviously record these measurements as you're going through. We will repeat the process and it will tell me whether Ola has actually been doing what I've asked her to do. Because if she hasn't, the figures won't lie. So it's a visual guide for the client, but it's also an amazing tool for us to be able to streamline and structure the right care for our clients.
So I guess I need a hyaluronic acid for sure.
You're definitely needing hyaluronic acid, and I would, oh gosh, do you know what? I'd put you on a course of just hyaluronic for the next month and just use it morning and evening, and then we'll readjust it. We'll see how your hydration levels are, because obviously we've got to work with your cellular renewal. We'll see what your hydration levels are and see if we need to switch it up again. And that's the amazing thing. Foreheads, chins, side of cheeks, sides of the nose, across the décolleté, but we have the most amazing effect with the backs of hands. And it just goes to prove that none of us actually take care of our hands as much as we should do. So we can upsell things like hand serum, you know, moisturizers, anything. You can utilize it all over the body, but it's also safe to travel with. Okay, so are there any questions on the skin analysis device?
No, it looks like that might be it.
Oh, I think we might be done. So I'll hand over to Ola and she'll finish up for us and explain what the next steps are.
Lovely.
And thank you so much for your attention. I know I can't see you all, but it's really nice to have people that wanted to listen and to learn a little bit.
I actually have an extra question.
Aha.
Just had a thought. Can you put the mask over the neck area or hands?
You can put the mask absolutely anywhere. If you take the iPods out, the mask lays flat. So it's perfect to have across the décolleté. You can pop it across the back for, you know, within a back knee treatment. But the really amazing thing is there are certain masks on the market that have a detachable neck piece, but they tend to be quite restrictive. But I don't know, you probably didn't notice when I had it on Anthony, that the funnel shape of the mask actually directs the light through the neck area to about here. So we have automatically, naturally encapsulated that function of the mask, which I think is an amazing benefit. So yes, you can pop it on the backs of hands. I've even used it on knees for a lady that's had a knee replacement to help with scarring and reduce swelling. Just be creative with it. You know, it hasn't been designed purely for body, but there's no reason why we don't have to use it on the body at all. It can be utilized face and body. Okay.
Might give extra minute or two just in case there's any last questions here. It's a great question. Back knee especially.
Really,
as well.
yeah, absolutely. So acne across here, acne across there. Anyway, yeah. Okay, any more?
Right, just last reminder, we are looking for the triangle, square and circle icon, then click at the Q&A and then ask a question. Again, you can utilize Jane's knowledge.
We say to the guys earlier, it's crazy. You know, I have been in skincare for the last 35 years plus. And it's been really interesting for me to see the newest sort of fads, items, ingredients, products. But it's really lovely now because I find I've got to the point where people are asking for my knowledge, and that is the most amazing thing. We've been able to write some articles, haven't we? And yeah, it's just, I'm so excited about the launch of these devices because they've taken what I do and taken them up to the next level. So I know I can give my clients the best treatment.
Lovely. I think we're going to wrap up now then. Thank you everyone that attended our webinar. Thank you very, very much. Last reminder, you can get the LED mask at Just Care website or Common Customer Services.
Oh, we've got a hand.
We had a hand. Raise a hand,
Oh, we've got
I think.
hands.
Thank you so much for all the emojis. So really appreciate you here. And have a lovely rest of your day. Thank you, everyone.
Good night.